Second question. The velocity v of a particle at a distance s from a point on its path is given by the table below. Here the table is given as distance and velocity of a moving particle. Now what we have to find here is find the time taken by the particle to travel 60 meters using Simpson's rule. So Simpson's rules means there are two methods. One is Simpson's 1/3 rule, another is Simpson's 3/8 rule. So we have to check whether both are applicable or not. Since here the data given here is x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. So here n is equal to 6. So 6 means it is even as well as it is a multiple of 3. So both the method we can apply. Simpson's 1/3 as well as Simpson's 3/8 rule. And moreover, here we need the value of h. What is the value of h? The interval length of x. So here it varies in 10. Okay, so h is 10. That is the interval length is 10 here. So we can take h as 10. And here what we have to calculate and why we need to use numerical integration here. So what is given here? Displacement distance s is given, velocity v is given, and we have to find time taken. So already we know that the relation between velocity, time taken and distance is v is given by the formula ds by dt, that is rate of change of displacement is velocity. So from this we want to calculate time taken, that is t we have to calculate. Before that we can write dt is equal to 1 by v into ds. So this is the relation we are getting. Now taking integration on both sides. Here from dt how you will get t? By taking integration. So that is the reason here we are using numerical integration. So t is equal to integral 1 by v ds. So here s stands for distance here. So s varies from 0 to 60. So that here we can fix the limit as 0 to 60. So finally the time taken is nothing but integral 1 by v ds. So here y is considered as 1 by v, but the data given here is velocity v, but while doing integration we want to calculate 1 by v. So that whatever the value here we are having in as v, we have to take it as 1 by v. Since y is equal to 1 by v, now we can find out the value of 1 by v here. That is v is equal to 47 means 1 by 47 is 0.012127. Right? Next is similarly 1 by 58, 1 by 64, 1 by 65, 1 by 61, 1 by 52 and 1 by 38. So if we calculate, we can write it in decimal value like this. Now this is y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 and y6. So now for these data we have to write on the formula. First let us use Simpson's 1/3 rule. So using Simpson's 1/3 rule, formula is time taken is here h by 3. So h by 3 into y0 plus y1 plus, that is y6 here. The last term is y6 here, plus 2 times of even terms, that is y2 plus y4 plus 4 times of the remaining values y1 plus y3 plus y5. So this is a formula by Simpson's 1/3 rule. Now here as I said h takes the value 10, so it should be 10 by 3, and then we have to write all the values here. y0 is what? y0 is 0.012127 plus y6 is 0.02632 plus 2 into y2 is what? 0.01563 plus y4 is 0.01639 plus 4 into y1 is 0.01724 plus y3 is 0.01538 plus y5 is 0.01923. That's it. So now after simplification, the final answer is 1.06338. So this is the answer by Simpson's one-third rule. Simpson's 3 by 8 rule. The formula is integral x naught to x6 y dx. Because we are having the data from x naught to x6, the formula is 3h by 8 into first term plus last term plus 2 times of multiples of 3. So multiples of 3 means y3. Next will be y6. y6 is already counted as last term. So here we will be having only 2 into y3 plus remaining terms into 3. That is 3 into remaining terms are y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5. So this is the formula for 3 by 8 rule. So now we can substitute the formula, and then here h takes the value 10. So it will be 30 by 8 into, after substituting all the values from y0 to y6, and after simplification here we'll be getting 0.274677. Then final answer will be 1.03004. So this is the answer for Simpson's 3-8 rule. See the problem. The velocity v of a particle which starts from rest and moving at various time t is given by the table below. Now the time and the velocity is given here. What we have to find here is estimate the distance covered by the particle in 20 hours using Simpson's rule. So here what we have to first notice is what is the value of n. N is equal to what? This here we are starting from y0 or x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x9 and then x10. So which means that n is equal to 10. And what is the interval length here? H is equal to 2, because the values of x varies by 2 here. So we can take the interval length as 2. So h is equal to 2. Now since n is equal to 10, the only rule is Simpson's 1/3 rule alone is applicable, because 10 is even number and it is not a multiple of 3. So Simpson's the 3/8 rule is not applicable, and trapezoidal is applied for any value of n. But here in the question they have asked only to use Simpson's rule. Simpson's rule means we are having two rules. One is Simpson's 1/3 and 3/8. Out of these two, only Simpson's 1/3 rule alone is applicable. So now we are doing by Simpson's 1/3 rule. So now what is the formula for Simpson's 1/3 rule? Before that, what we have to check here, why we are doing numerical integration here, the relation between velocity, time and distance, that first we have to find out. So here velocity is equal to ds by dt. So what we want to find here, distance means s here. So displacement, so from this we want ds means v into dt, that is we can multiply this, cross multiply this dt here. So from this we want s is nothing but integral v dt. So integration is taken from 0 to 20, because dt means t stands for time, so time varies from 0 to 20 here. So we can take 0 to 20. So that here in the previous problem we converted 1 by v and we have taken y is equal to 1 by v, because there they have asked time taken, velocity and distance is given. But in this problem, time taken and velocity is given, we have to calculate the distance. So here directly we can substitute In place of y we can substitute directly v. Here we don't want to do conversion. So now let us write the formula here. Here let us take y is equal to directly v. So the formula will be x naught to x10 y dx will be, since we are writing the formula for Simpson's 1/3 rule, it is h by 3 into y naught plus 1 y10, that is first term plus last term, plus 2 times of even terms, that is y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus y8. So next y10 won't come because here already considered, plus 4 times of the remaining values, that is y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus y7 y9. That's it. So this is the formula for Simpson's 1/3 rule for the given data from y0 to y10. So now directly we can substitute the value here. H is equal to 2. So directly we can substitute h is equal to 2 here. So 2 by 3 into, we can substitute all the respective values here. Let us substitute the value. H is equal to 2 divided by 3. Y0 is 0 first value, last value is again 0, plus 2 times of odd terms, even terms, y2, this is y0, y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, y7, y8, y9 and then y10. So 2 times of y2 is 18 plus 29 plus 20 plus 5 plus 4 times of the remaining values. Y1 is 10 plus 25 plus 32 plus 11 plus 2. So these are the values I have substituted, and finally after calculation we will get 309.33. What is this? This is the distance S. So it is given, the units is given as kilometer per hour. So the distance will be 309.33 kilometer. So this is the answer we have calculated using Simpson's 1/3 rule. So directly sometimes they will ask you the problem in terms of integration itself. Sometimes they may ask you the formula, problem like this. So in such case, first you write down the relation between the given data, and then we have to identify whether we need to apply numerical integration or not, then we can use. Already here in the question itself it is given Simpson's rule. So once you notice that, directly we can identify it as numerical integration and you can apply. Suppose they didn't mention you here using Simpson's rule, if they didn't mention anything like that, you should be able to identify this comes under numerical integration, and then we have to apply all the method which are all applicable.